Right to the air is Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Rodgers going to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan, 28 yards. And the Packers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, You got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Fields to commit there for a Chicago first.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 29. Fields on third down. And he finds Montgomery complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give a little extra for the effort, but it's...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Twisted Ebner taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there, because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, they got him again. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Tariq Carpenter will be credited with the tackle. 7-7, our score after 1. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, 27 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something's off with that one.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He finds Watson complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing is Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Dominique Robinson, the one who got in there to drop it. And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
If they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game. Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here they're trying to make it 3 in a row. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. No, Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here we go on 4th down. Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Fields. He gets this to Jones over the middle. Touchdown! Velus Jones, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Down inside the 40. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tonyan. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. That one caught downfield by Watson. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Christian Watson as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now Crosby for the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Fields. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Fields. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Fielded just and deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football, but they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Right back to him on 1st down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Read option. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. One play action. Fields sliding out of the pocket. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle because where it goes, that's where you find his body, and he was able to get in there and make a great play.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Throws the out route and finds Claypool. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, now Rodgers. Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Completes it again to Doubs. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st down, Rodgers. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. A good down to possibly take a shot. And, in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Here's Rodgers. Slant right. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get a big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Great stop by Devontae Wyatt, breaking through the line and stopping it cold.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And room there to work it inside the 25. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off the option, here's Montgomery. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Santos with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On play action, Rodgers. throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. That interception, maybe the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. Read option. Here's Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Off the option. Here's Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now they send a man in motion right. Montgomery is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah, what a great performance so far. There's 3 touchdowns. It's got him in the lead. Now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes it at the 7. Now a hit and a loose football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And that one is his 2nd fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Here's Fields. And Jones has it over the middle. Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They snap it to Fields. Being chased out left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Bo Melton,
a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Rodgers will throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the two. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a two-score game.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And the Packers are right back in this football game.
2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Rodgers now on 1st down.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Pass complete across the formation to Melton. He's got room at the 30. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced the...
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Packers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
They'll try and throw for it. Flushed, and now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And some space here. Touchdown, Chicago!
Justin Fields,
46 yards.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Rodgers now on first down. He'll go right back to Tonyan. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Caught on the right side by Jones. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Fields now to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And he stopped immediately there. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Treston Ebner, his second touchdown of the night, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Got a man, that's Lazard. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays.
Touchdown, Packers! He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Well, partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.